Hey guys, my name is Cidiac and welcome back to another episode of City Skylines here in Town. Guys, last episode we built our very own version of Venice and we managed to turn things around to a point where not only is the city making so much money, but we are getting so close to that 500,000 population right now, which I actually think we have broken it, believe it or not. I asked you guys last episode whether I should add in some monorail or some trams kind of to these big new areas that we've been building, and it was almost 50-50, so I thought, why don't we do 50-50 and we're going to try and add both in to our highly dense areas in our town. This is so cool, guys. If you enjoy Town and City Skylines, then make sure you smash that like button down below to see more episodes in the future. But here we are. Yes, guys, we have done it. We have surpassed, finally, 500,000 peeps in the city. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? It is kind of crazy how far we've come. Before we jump into it, actually, guys, give me some name suggestions for Dale Heights, which is pretty much our own version of Venice. And everyone was just saying, just call it Venice, which is a really good one. Might as well. Some of you were getting confused, thinking that where's all the gondolas and stuff like that. I don't think you kind of seen or heard when I mentioned it. It's not based off the Venice in Italy. I just want to put it out there for anybody who's a little bit confused. It was based off the Venice in Los Angeles. You know the one, Venice Beach, one near Santa Monica that has canals around all the houses. That's the one it was based off of. So when you're asking where the gondolas are, guys, they're still in Italy. This is not the Italian one, but hey ho, there we go. We've got Venice. And we're building up these areas as well. So yeah, like I did said, we've got the roads added in, the 4-lane roads, which are perfect for either being tram routes or monorail routes. We got like the big loops around, we got 2 cut-throughs. This one kind of goes over and bends all the way around, which then awkwardly stops there. And we also have down by Venice area, the 4-lane roads, which kind of cuts through the university and down to the beach as well. We've got some really good little connections there where we could potentially use to upgrade to either monorail or trams. Now, I asked you guys to give me some suggestions on which one I should use. It's pretty much 50-50, so I'm going to use both. And I'll explain in just a second. Now, we're going to be predominantly kind of upgrading in, setting it all up in this area here. And this area over here. Is the district spread out, by the way? Yeah. So we've got Fairview District and Concord Heights is the 2 areas where we're going to be working on adding in monorails and the trams. Now, for the areas down here, such as Venice, the Sunnyside Beach and University, this area is not actually complete with infrastructure. And I can almost semi-create a loop. If I upgraded this road to the 4-lane road and brought it down, made it into around the edges down here and back up, we could create a really cool loop there with a tram or a monorail. Probably be a tram on this side. It's not going to be as dense, but I'll leave this area for now until we've finally completed it, and this area too. But we'll set up these areas. So I want to know if it's possible. I say I'm going to do 50-50 trams and monorails, but it all comes down to one junction. I want to know if it's possible if I can have them both cross paths. And I'm thinking that it's not going to work. I really am thinking that. And it's this junction here. Now, if it works, I'll tell you my idea. If it don't work, we can forget I ever had an idea, my idea ever existed, and we can move on with our lives. But it all comes down to if it would work. Now, if I selected this and upgraded, now if I just kind of pause the game, is it not going to allow me to upgrade? It's going to allow me to upgrade at this point now. There we go. I don't think I'm going to be able to put a tram route going then. Oh my goodness me. It works, guys. Oh yeah, because I had that collision thing gone. Right, okay. Now I know it works, guys. Let's just forget everything I said before. But basically, right, if you're looking from this bird's eye view, it's kind of hard to tell. But I have the 4-lane road going around the whole outskirts of this section of the city. Now, if I turn the whole outskirts into a tram route, and then we had the monorail start here, and then obviously come up, go over. So the monorail connects the 2 areas up because it's a faster form of travel. And then the trams are unique to the Fairview District as it goes around the loop. So we have a tram going this line, and you see bending up and round. So it goes up this road, bends over, connects these two areas up, and pretty much ends over here. So it bends around, ends there. And then when we eventually got this area connected, we can have the second monorail route, go through this road over, and then connect up over to here, or over to here, wherever we do. Then having like another tram route over there as well in the future. That's my idea. So I've got to do a lot of road upgrades. I think we should do the monorail first. Where's the monorail gone? There it is. Because I've also got to try and get a station on down as well. Now, it's what station do I go for? There's like 4 to choose from. That's too big. I want the one that's above the road. Almost, but no cigar. Is it this one? No. Ah, it's this one here, yeah. So I've got to try and connect this up and in the spots that I want it. So let's get out of this view. Let's just demolish a little bit then. So I'm going to have a tram. Okay, let's try. I say try very loosely and get one in here. So, right, can I get rid of the collisions in? Yes. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So I need to get back out of this view. So I want to try and we've got one in there. We'll get one just here. And we'll get the last one at the very end, which should be nice. So let's try that again then. So one there. Oh, that's going to be quite awkward. We'll just get one there then. Yeah, that's good enough spacing. Hopefully. Hopefully, he says. And let's just try and get all the rest of this all now connected back up. So connected there. Right, let's get the roads connected. And then we need to upgrade these roads for the tram line. I keep getting it mixed up. It's the monorail line. It's the monorail line, you damn foolio. Oh, and actually, that doesn't actually need to be upgraded like that, does it? No. So I could actually close that off with. Oh, hold on. That will be the end of it for now. We'll see how it goes. But look how it cuts through. So it takes both of these sides here, which you can use that if you live over here and want to get to the monorail, you just jump on the tram that will eventually go around the outside and then connect up on that way. So we'll do it from here then. Continue the upgrades. Oh, we need to drop down tram thingies here, don't we? Tram thingies. Oh dear God. Right, we'll delete one and put one there. And then we'll put one here. So there's one there, one there. We'll squeeze one in here somewhere. We'll get the next one in just there. We'll get the next one in. Okay, we'll go for one here, if possible. Then one here. Ooh, it's going to be tough. Okay, so if one's going to go there, I would want to get one in here, but it's so tight. I think I'll squeeze it there instead. Ooh, you know what? One's going to go there. And then, this is going to be very, very difficult now. Because there's a lot of bends and stuff like that. So, where are we? Okay, so that's where the road bends over. Ooh. Right. Oh, okay, perfect. So that's him. And if I turn, rotate slightly. Right, that's in there. We're going to have to play around with all the spacing and sizes and stuff like that. That one goes there. Right, we'll get this one just off this junction if possible. Which I don't think it's going to be possible. Okay, so we'll throw this one in just there then. We'll throw that one in there before the bend. Now this is where it gets a little bit interesting. So I could drop that in there. And it's not going to like anything else I do at this point. Alright, we go with that one. We're going to have one over here. Oh, I'll just drop it there. And we might as well squeeze one in here. Or is that too close? Nah, we'll leave it like that. And you can see that the dark red dots now for our monorail. For its whole entire existence. And let's see if we can get these now all connected back up. So some of it I'm going to have to try and, well, not so much this one. But try and get it connected all back up perfect. Right, I'll come back in a little bit later to upgrade it all. Once I've got it all down. Can I just do like a, yeah, straight-ish connection. Right, that one's going to contain a little bit of a bend. Right. Straight over there. And see what I can get up with up here. There we go. These should be pretty much straightforward. Okay, right, good. So that's all now hooked and linked up. I've just now got to upgrade it. So I might lose a couple of thousand peeps from just simply upgrading and demolishing some of the original buildings that were here, but we should get it back in no time. So that 500,000 might be short-lived. I might be lucky and not lose below 500,000. But this, oh, it took a big chunk off there, is going to be interesting. So that's all done there, goes up to there, ends there. Right, okay. Okay. So let's create then the loop for the monorail. So create line. And we'll go to each station now. And they're going to love this. Because we've got a subway hooked up there anyway that goes back and forth. Well, it goes around the whole city, to be honest. But now we're going to have this monorail cut through on the major road. Which, this area doesn't have a lot of traffic anyway. But this is really now integrating it all. So you can now see our monorail loop going round. Now, it's not the only one we're going to have. So, you know, he starts there, goes up, bends round, cuts through the heart of this whole area. And then goes around the outskirts, which is also linked up to the side of the park. So it'll be handy from getting people from over here, or over here, whatever, to over here, downtown shopping. Because all you got to do then is walk across the park, which is good. We'll have the next monorail from this line here going in to wherever we choose to end it. So that's perfect. So before I put it back into play mode, I kind of now need to add in or paint all the areas that we've now just kind of got rid of from upgrading. So I've just placed down a lot of, or repaint down the bits that I missed. There's not a huge amount, but it's enough to drop my population if I don't get it back in. Not considerably, but you know, I want to stay above 500,000. Right, did I get rid of anything down here, or is it all good? I'm going to pause again. Yeah, I got rid of some. Let's paint it all back in. Right, we're all good then. So there we go. We've got a monorail loop on our hands. It's been a while since we originally had a monorail. Then we got rid of it because it was like too extensive. Too over the top, too crazy. This one makes sense, guys. This one, I feel like this one makes a lot of sense. So we'll see how it goes. There's people already, as you can see now, getting onto the platform, going to be using it. So it's already beneficial. Now let's try and go for the next crazy stage. I told you we would lose residents. Look at that. We've gone below 500,000 again. But let's now move on to upgrading the rest of our roads now to these monorail tracks, which we're going to have to kind of collision it, so to speak. And this is also going to make us lose residents as well. Because some upgrades on the roads are on awkward positions that it will demolish some of the buildings. But, well, the city's still growing. We will get it back. We will get it back, guys. Right, so that is now, you can now tell from the colour of the road. It has that green stripe in the middle. Wait, it is the right one, isn't it? Yeah. Tram tracks, yeah. Could you imagine if I did the wrong one this whole time? I'd probably end up crying. Right. Oh, that took a huge chunk. The only difference is this one. If it damages the building, it still keeps the zoning in there. So I ain't got to rezone it. But it's still hurtful. It's still hurtful watching our population drop so much. What's it down to? Oh, no, it's back up to 500,000. But it's going to go down a bit more because I did get rid of some. Right, all good. Keep it going. Right, how far are we now? Oh, we're not actually that far. We're way over halfway. Doing a lot better than I thought. Which, I don't think these roads allow... Do they allow parked cars? Because they seem to be disappearing. Or they got to come back and park again. I mean, I'll find out when we get back to the start of the loop. And that road's been down there the longest. Right, almost there, guys. So, I don't think it allows parked cars. So we're going to see parked cars appear in side streets and stuff like that now around it. But that creates our loop, which is very impressive. So a nice little outer loop. And we put a load of stations on as well. And then if you want to get to over here, you just jump on the tram, jump on the monorail, off you go, skedaddle, you get out of here. It's perfect. It is pretty perfect. We haven't seen the monorail go through yet. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, it goes over that. That is so cool. A little bit bumpy, but hey-ho. And do many people get off it? Let's take a look. There's a lot of people wanting to get on the other side one, though. So I think this is like this is following a tram that was already had a lot of peeps in. Is there a tram coming? Yeah, there's a tram now coming that a lot of people are going to get on. It's a monorail, not a tram. Nah, man, I keep thinking it's a freaking tram. It's kind of annoying, man. This has now become the city of the future, guys. This has now become the city of the future. Right, let's get a oh, I need a tram depot. Holy moly, I've only just realised I need a tram depot in. Right. Trams, that's train. Tram, that's metro. Trams, that's a tram. That's a tram, boys. Right, I gotta find a nice little spot for the depot. So there's a lot of room down here that's just kind of dead space just because there's nothing in here. So I feel like it would be beneficial to get the tram depot in here somewhere. So just dropping it like there on the angle. You only get rid of a few buildings. We'll have to landscape that a little bit. Just take the edge off it a little bit. Alright, flatten that down a bit. Alright, it's not too crazy at that point. We could place some rocks around, because we've got some rocks over here and stuff, which look really nice. So we could, you know, in the future maybe do something really cool with it. But the main point is that right now is our tram network. Now, it's both sides of the road that we're going to have to look at doing this then. So if we start this side, and we try, yeah, we go this way then. And we'll do it every so often to make sure that there's a tram, you know, every block or two. So we can really benefit from making sure that it's very, very accessible. And we'll make sure we got enough trams on this as well to keep it going. So where is that the... Oh, the monorail one is just here. And there's a stop there as well. So you can just get off the tram there, jump onto the monorail, vice versa. Really easy and simple connections. And it'll be the same for when we come up towards the subway. So there's a subway there, and that's really the only place where a subway is. So it is good walk. It's not too far walking distance from this monorail, nor it is from this tram connection too. So it's not too bad. Alright, so like I said, every so often. Now we place one just there. I don't want it just after the junction, so it doesn't cause any traffic. Again, good walking distance for that sweet, sweet connection. Then we'll have another one there as well for the other monorail. So drop that there, and then we end it up there. Now, so what I do is now do it in the opposite way. So try and spot where I've done it before. Place them down. There we go. So we pretty much then got them going back and forth. And it's a pretty good, suitable system for our trams. Alright, double check I didn't miss one. I feel like this side, they're a lot closer station to station than the other side, but that's okay. Alright, drop that all in. Perfect. So off they go then. You can see the trams now making their move. There's already peeps waiting at this one. So this could be very good. I might have to come back a little bit later and add in a few more trams to each line. And something that we don't have in these areas is services. Like hospitals. We don't have a good hospital over here. So again, it'd be pretty cool to get a good one in. I could go for a life center, but we got a hospital just further up. So I might as well just stick to like the basic normal one. If I squeeze it in just there, it's not too... Oh no, I'm doing it wrong. Why won't it bulldoze? Oh wait, is it doing it? Because I got that collision on. It's kind of done it very awkwardly. What's it going on? Is it underground? Yeah. Alright, get rid. Let's place it down once more. There we go. So we got some good healthcare service over here. And I'll do the same for this area too. Now, I'm not going to go for a full-fledged hospital. We'll go for like a small medical center. Oh wait, these guys don't have any power. But we'll place it by the commercial side anyway. I'll just drop it there. Why don't these guys have any power? Oh yeah, because they're not connected to the main grid. I forgot about that. They're connected via solar panels, which I thought was a really cool idea. Can I do... or add a few more in? Because it also plays itself out as parking, which is really nice. Does it satisfy this area? I don't think... Oh, I don't know. I think it does. It's only for now. I placed down a couple more until we've expanded fully to connect the grid up. But there we go. It looks really cool too. Imagine coming down here the canal. Ooh, beautiful, boys. Beautiful. Right, so we got a small little medical center there, which is good enough. We'll do the same like a small little fire station. And we'll get these... I'll pause it again a second. We'll get it set up just there. And a small little policing station there. Good for those guys in this little area, in the vicinity, so one hasn't got to come from so far away. I think people are still moving in. We've still got the lorries and vans and stuff, or it could be supplying the commercial area. Who knows? But we need bigger versions over here. So we need policing. Oh, do you know what? That big centre covers it. So we're okay there. But not so much for the fire. It kind of wears out a little bit. So, opposite the road where we got the hospital, we'll drop the fire thing down. Should I just go for this huge beast of a police station? Do you know what? We'll go for it. Because it's also very close to the highway connection there, and off it can go in any direction when it needs. What's going on over here then? So, we are just waiting for the trams to all come out. But they're being backed up by waiting for this guys to kind of go... Oh my goodness me, there's quite a few waiting there, aren't they? Is there more further up? A couple waiting over here too. That tram's chugging away. I'm waiting for that one to turn left. Oh, there's a big bunch of people walking there. They must have... well, I don't know. Where would they come off from? I don't know. But either way, we'll give it some time to like sort itself out. Or, skedaddle, get out of here. We got a lot of garbage trucks making their way into this area. And I think because this area was just complaining about not enough garbage disposal, which I still need to set up like a garbage plant. But I think that calling has brought a ton of trucks this way, which is crazy, man. It is crazy. But I don't know how much that the tram's going to cause traffic issues. It shouldn't be too bad. I can set up like a junction restrictions to allow them to back themselves up slightly. Just get through the junction a lot easier. So take the edge off a bit. I think all those garbage trucks are just creating their own traffic, really, to be honest. Right, here we go. Another tram going this way. Wait for the lights to turn green. They can... Oh, it's... Hold on. It's completely empty. Okay, bye. Completely skipped this stop. These guys are forever waiting. They are forever waiting. Just fast forward a little bit. Will the tram stop there? No. Forever waiting, guys. The trams will eventually get there. But yeah, it's coming along quite nice then. So we've got now 506,000 residents and still climbing. Still climbing. Are we seeing some peeps waiting? Yeah. So let's see. As of this point, there won't be many. We won't know for a couple of episodes to see how well people are going to start using these new kind of connections. But the monorail is 239 already. Now we only have one line. No, the monorail. This is freaking trams. Freaking trams. Can I sort it by line name? So, yeah. 10 and 11 are the brand new ones. 25 stops each. 12 vehicles. We might up it as time goes on. Line 10, which is the first line we created, has only got its first set of passengers. But if I view these lines, there's like 160 waiting at some of the stops, which is pretty cool. Which stop is this? Is this stop here? Yeah, it is. So just got to wait for the trams to get around to it. Monorail, we've only got one line. 194 passengers, 6 vehicles on that route. And that is perfect. So they are doing something or other. They are to some benefit to some people, which is great to see. And I'm really impressed. I am really impressed. So how's this area coming along down here? It's doing pretty good too. University of Fullstown, so much money being made right now. This is what's making us profit. This is crazy. But at some point, we will need to build the other schools. It'll be nice to kind of figure out where eventually. Now, we've got not enough customers over here. We've got to think of ways in which we can get more customers over here. Now, I think a really cool and simple way is to bring tourists into this side of the city. We have this train line running through, which we could really utilize by creating like a little train stop. Now, what's this here? This is a part maintenance building. So if I was to use the train and create a passenger stop, I can also use these, the multi-M platforms, and bring it off there, which is literally opposite the subway station. But I feel like that's too big. It's got many, many ends. I don't need that many ends to the train station. And also the space is already occupied right now. It probably would cause some issues. But it would be kind of cool to get something like that in. To regenerate or revive this area. Now, what if I did it here? Right, let me get out of this view. Now, we do have a couple of roads and buildings here. So if I just kind of get rid of those. In terms of zoning, let's just quickly dezone this. Now, it is very close to this, so it might cause traffic issues. But if I drop it there, this is going to be literally an experiment. That's all it's going to be, is an experiment. So it is a passenger one, yeah, allowing the city trains. So all it's going to do is bring in tourists, really, in here. It's just going to be an experiment for us. That's literally all it's going to be. Because I want to see how we can get more shoppers down here. Now, we do have the tram route that goes around. But like I said, we need to bring more people in. We do have the subway, really good subway network going through it, which that's not an issue. I think it's because of the death wave we have. We're just like, now officially got everyone moved in. And we just got to give them time to go and spread their wings and do some shopping. Or it could be that we have one too many commercial spots in this area. And it might be beneficial to... We got some residential there, but like drop some residential. We got some residential over here too. Maybe the sheer amount of commercial here, just drop some residential in and around it. One, bringing more residents and shoppers to the area, but taking away some commercial so there's not that much competition. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Again, this is going to be an experiment. We'll come back in a few episodes to see how much it did do and how much it changed. And we'll see what happens, guys. Right, did this... Yeah, yes, there we go. We finally got peeps on here. On this stop, which is good. So, I think this has been very, very handy. Very, very handy indeed. Okay then, so again, a lot of people just waiting for like issues to sort themselves out, but where else do we have issues? So over here, not enough educated workers. Of course, of course, of course. Let's check the overviews and see what's going down. So power, we've always had enough power. Water, ooh, okay, that's going to be a new one then. So water availability and sewage treatment is looking pretty low. So we might have to look at our sewage. Oh, then again, we don't have much room for expansions. Oh, we could get another one over there. Right, if I put the collision on. Put the collision on. Suck up some water from this side. And then drop a pipe in. How much does that change that? Put it on a ×4. So it pumps it up a little bit, but that is something to look out for in the future. Okay? Right. Garbage. We're killing it with the garbage processing abilities, but we do need some dedicated garbage plants here, there, and everywhere. We have this one over here, which is doing the trick, but we need something better. We need something more substantial. Education. Elementary is the capacity we got for it. Not so much the high school. University. No. We need to work on that a bit more. What about traffic then? Where are we seeing like high traffic areas? So this is a big traffic area we've got over here. And they seem to be stopping every so often there, don't they? So let's stop the crossing and allow them to back up on that side there. So they should consistently now flow through. Same on this one. And then just do the same here. And we should be good. Right, so here's our academic report. 1,400 less students. More academic works we've done. Sports trophies we won again. Yes, boys. Still prestigious. It's still going really, really good for us, guys. Still going really, really good for us. Right, let me check out the traffic in other areas then. So it looks like we got a little bit over here. But it's flowing. It's okay. What the game deems as heavy traffic and what I deem as heavy traffic is two different things. It's quite red here, but it seems to be fine. We've got one lane route in there. That might be worth upgrading to a 2-laner. There we go. Do the same on these two here. Just to handle a little bit more heavy flow of traffic. What about in these areas? It's quite high over here, but this manages it very, very well. No, I won't do one just there. These could do with an upgrade. There we go. Now, remember, this is like a good 50 episodes ago. I took the connection off the roundabout there because of the issues it was causing us, and all it would do is allow this to kind of just fly over to go out here and there. It might be worth revisiting that at some point and getting it connecting back up, because the traffic is not as bad anymore, is it, to be honest? It's not as bad anymore. What's the traffic flows like over here? Upgrade them there. It's all upgraded nicely there, guys. So it's following the roundabouts through. Ooh, okay, so this is quite red. Upgrade those. Increase the flow. Same here too. Wow. It's like I'm doing general maintenance. That's how it feels right now. That's literally how it feels. So upgrade those to like thicker lanes. both sides there, so more heavy traffic can be used for them. Same with those. There we go. And we got some issues here. Is that the, yeah. So this is some guys results that need to do as well. Because a lot of traffic is, remember we kind of solved all this and we created this really big flyover that kind of simply goes up. I want to change it where, yeah, it connects to this roundabout, but it also continues to fly over. Like, the main road is to cut straight through it. And then when we get to here, it bends around. It's like connected solid, non-stop. It doesn't have to touch the roundabout unless you take an off-ramp or something like that. That's something else I want to do because you can see the issues that it's causing for the lorries that just want to cut straight up and go all the way to the industrial area. Yeah. Right then, so let's take a look at the public transport then. So we're up to, with the trams right now, 394 a week, which is really good. Monorail, sorry, 266, which is doing pretty good as well. So I think that has been a great success. No one's really used the train, have they? Yeah, it hasn't really served anybody just yet. I don't think we've had an actual train come in, to be honest. It's got many ways and variations that it can arrive in, but yeah, there's no trains on the horizon coming in. Any down here making their approach? Oh, was that one? No. So it might be a while before we see a train arrive over here. Oh, hold on. 7 passengers served recently. Okay. Okay, we'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep an eye. Again, that is an experiment, subject to change. But guys, we didn't do much building today, but we did some basic maintenance that was needed. We got some public transport set up. And, yeah, we'll continue the progress in the next episode. Hope you guys did enjoy this. If you did, smash that like button down below. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So, goodbye.